Let's follow up about that crazy crony swamp filling swamp job, the $300 million contract that was given to Whitefish Energy. If you forgot about the story, if you didn't see us cover this story, if you missed it, if you deliberately didn't pay attention to it because it's so vile and disgusting, there's this small energy company in Whitefish, Montana. They had two full-time employees at the time of the Puerto Rican hurricanes that knocked out power in Puerto Rico. And they concocted this online presence with 100 positive reviews, all in the 3 days before they were awarded by the Trump administration a $300 million contract to get the power turned back on in Puerto Rico. Now, right away, a number of media outlets started to look into this because it's weird, right? Two full-time employees in Whitefish, Montana, and you get the contract to restore all of the power in Puerto Rico. And then it was revealed that Trump's Interior Secretary, Ryan Zinke, is from this exact same town, Whitefish, Montana. It was revealed that people associated with the company and the company's investors were big donors to Donald Trump. And we realized this is a total swamp job, total, utter swamp job. Puerto Rico and the governor of Puerto Rico decided to cancel the contract, and rightly so. And I said last week, investigate this, investigate what happened here. And reportedly that is happening. According to the Wall Street Journal, the FBI is now investigating the $300 million Whitefish Energy contract in Puerto Rico. Whitefish Energy, the last I read, said that they are unaware of the investigation. The FBI, as they typically do, is not confirming nor denying that this investigation exists. But I really hope that this is happening. And the Trump administration, Trump talks about shrinking government. The Trump administration itself might require the FBI to go on a hiring spree merely to keep up with all the different elements that need to be investigated as a result of Donald Trump being in the Oval Office and being president of the United States. Next announcement from Trump is going to be, I have decided to save the American taxpayer a lot of money. Big bucks, folks, truly. I'm disbanding the FBI. We are going to save billions of dollars every single year. And of course, the need for this investigation is obvious. The only question I have with every single one of these investigations is, will anything come of it? Are we ever really going to hear, you know what? It was a swamp job. It was a crony capitalist, lobbyist, whatever you want to call it. And we are going to hold people accountable for it. Probably not. And part of it is that you rarely see these types of investigations lead to actual indictments because it's all sketchy, but it becomes difficult to prove guilt. And you often don't really see it go anywhere. But my concern amid this investigation, and of course, this has nothing to do with the FBI, is when is Puerto Rico going to have power fully back on? Because at this point, it's been, how long has it even been since the hurricanes? It's been more than a month, right? I mean, 5 weeks, 6, 7 weeks since the start of that series of 3, 4 hurricanes that we had. When is Puerto Rico going to have power fully back on? We have no idea. It's not going particularly well. And I can't get this image out of my head that if the military had been called in to invade Puerto Rico, that we would have gotten the power back on. We would have the power available. We would have generators. We would have figured out a way to get the grid back up. We would have somehow figured it out if we needed the power on for the military to invade. But somehow we can't seem to actually get it done. And we've got $300 million swamp job crony capitalist contracts going to Trump donors in the hometown of Trump's Interior Secretary, Ryan Zinke. And just full disclosure, I don't want to be accused of leaving things out that are potentially exculpatory. Trump's Interior Secretary, Ryan Zinke, has said that he was not involved in this contract. That could mean anything or nothing at all, right? Ryan Zinke could have been the person who introduced the people from Whitefish Energy to whoever was ultimately in charge of deciding the contract. So by the letter, Ryan Zinke is right. He wasn't involved in a decision about that contract, but he might have been the one who introduced these people. We just don't know. So yeah, Ryan Zinke said that, but that could be absolutely and totally meaningless.